Make sure to send till the end. You may need to perform special procedure and not to replace any parts to fix that light, ABS traction control light. All that will be covered in this video today. Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Challenger. If you guys have one of those, you have ABS light and traction control light, you want to know what can easily cause that, and in some cases, two cases guys, that's quite often we see here at the shop, you may not even need to replace any parts. Stay with us, we'll explain how to fix that, what can easily cause that, and what to do. All that will be covered in this video today. We'll try to save you quite a bit of money by sharing this helpful information today. So let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we guys do that? Because our mission here at the shop is to save you guys as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. That way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. And if you guys need to buy any parts tools at a really good price and quick shipping, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and you can save a fortune. So we guys have 2018 model, but even if you have a different year, it may work as well. Size of the engine, the size doesn't matter guys. Okay, no matter what I tell you, size doesn't matter. V6, V8, it will work as well. So right here, if we come now, check this thing out. This is the Dodge Challenger that we have. It was in a little bit of an accident here, but nothing terrible. We'll be fixing it soon. Runs and drives like a champ. And I want to show you now guys. Okay, let me just get inside situated here with the light and all the accessories. Okay, perfect. And here guys, okay, check this thing out. When we turn the ignition switch on, let me see if I can do that so you can see it clearly, all three lights at the same time. Check this thing out. ABS, traction control light, that's ABS, traction control light, service electronic stability control, and you may even get anti-service, anti-lock brakes as well guys. Okay, so you may get multiple ones. So what can guys easily cause that now? First, it could be multiple things, but what we recommend always guys, you need to check when you have lights like that, check your fuses for ABS and traction control. You will have multiple fuses, and this is not the only fuse box here. You have a hidden fuse box, and some of those fuses may be under different names in some cases. We made a special video that explains where the ABS fuse and traction control fuse is located on Dodge Challenger. Check it out, it will be on this channel that you're watching right now, Electrical Car Repair Live. Number two, easily guys, that we see here at the shop is bad ABS wheel speed sensor. Let me just pull that there. It makes me feel really strong when we have the car in the air. It's like I'm super powerful. And if you look right here, this is the ABS wheel speed sensor. You have one of those on every wheel. The purpose of that sensor is to detect how fast each wheel is spinning, so it can control that for traction control and ABS as well. Now, well, I just saw we have a shot bushing on the shock, which is terrible. If you come right here, you need to inspect the connector, okay, actually for the ABS and traction control wheel speed sensor. That's a connector. That connector, if it's full of mud, dirt, dust, it's wet, it can easily cause that code as well. So inspect the connectors and check these ones. Bad ABS sensor, it's quite often. Number three, steering angle sensor guys. Now that's where things get interesting. So the steering angle sensor detects how much you turn the steering wheel. The ABS and traction control needs to know that at any time. What can affect that? Bad steering angle sensor. Steering angle sensor that's not calibrated. Often guys, after front end alignment, if you replace parts on the suspension, you may need to reset or calibrate the steering angle sensor. We'll have videos on the channel that will teach you guys how to easily do that, how to calibrate steering angle sensor and how to fix that problem. Next, brake light switch guys. This is quite common. I'm telling you, we see that quite often at the shop. This is your brake light, and if you come right here on top of the brake light, if we come, okay, let me just come a little bit more in an angle so you can clearly see what's happening. Okay, perfect, right there. Okay, that's great. If you look, that switch right above the brake light, okay, you can see that's the brake light, that's the switch. That switch detects how much you press your brake, not just if the brake pedal is pressed. That switch detects the travel of the brake pedal as well. how much it's pressed. So that switch, if it's bad, you get that light, ABS traction control light. If that switch is not calibrated, but it's a perfectly fine switch but not calibrated, your light will be on again. So check out, we have the video on our channel how to calibrate actually brake light switch on Dodge Challenger. It will teach you all about that. Now next, we recommend to always, guys, use a scanner to see exactly where your fault is. Don't just guess it, because you may just waste your time and money. Many of you requested that information in the comment section below, to share information about the scanner that we use here, what we recommend, and what's a good scanner, because the market is flooded with these things. But this is one of the best tools you can get for the money, in our opinion. It's purchased with our own money. It's amazing tool, works on Dodge and almost any car you can think of. We used it on Porsche, BMWs, Mercedes, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeeps. It's amazing too. What's cool about it? You can access every computer system, you can read codes, delete codes, and see live data. Check out the link in the description of the video below. You can see where we got ours from, and you can check the current price and features as well. Something else, you can, on these new vehicles, guys, sometimes you will end up having up to 60 different computers. That Dodge itself, it's about 24, but that BMW there, it has more than 60 computers. We'll turn the ignition switch on. Check this thing out. Ignition switch is on, lights come on. We'll select VIN, auto detect. We're going to read the VIN number here quickly. That's Chrysler USA, and we'll confirm here. Okay, come on, it's there almost. We confirm. We go next, it's decoding the VIN number. Make sure the car battery is charged. If it's not charged correctly, that can easily, guys, cause codes related to the low battery. You will see we have a low battery, and that can affect the diagnostics in some cases. Ours is a Challenger right here. We'll select that. It will load the software program, which is a Chrysler software program, but that's a Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Fiat. They're all built by the same company practically. So working on that thing now, we select diagnostics, control unit, chassis, ABS, anti-lock brakes. Here, read codes. We'll be looking for active codes. The passive ones, the stored ones, are ones that occurred, but they're not currently active. They're not causing the light to come on. And the only one that we have, front right wheel speed sensor. So if you want to see how to replace ABS sensor, we'll have the complete video on the channel how to do that. Check it out. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.